Hi there guys, this is Farmer Bob. Welcome back to my channel guys with another video. Nice to be back guys. I haven't made a video for a while. But anyway, yeah, something exciting for you guys, especially for my Patreons. I made a little kit for them. If you're not part of my Patreons, then do consider jumping on there. I will show you the whole layout and things that's happening. But anyway, first of all, welcome to my channel, everyone. A warm welcome to you. If this is your first time around, do consider subscribing and liking the videos. If you do like my content, please do so. Great, man, guys. So yeah, today, let's have a look at today. What I've made, guys, is a little kit for you to help brand your mods. So if you were interested in branding a mod, if you don't know what branding is, watch the video. You're going to definitely find out what branding is. And it's basically putting a label on your mod and showing it on its own in the shop, in the game. So when you're in the game and you go into the shop to buy stuff, there where the tractors is, your own icon will appear there with your own stuff inside. So that's what branding is. So it's putting your own stuff in your own folder in the game, in the shop, so that it doesn't fall under tractors or under plows or under whatever, So that's just sort of putting your own stuff out there so that it can be separate from the giant stuff. That's basically the idea of branding. So I've made a little kit for you to make it simple and easy to do. And this video is now an instructional video how to use the kit. Or if you don't want to use the kit, you don't have to go to my Patreon and get it. It's very simple. You can just follow the instructions off the video and type the stuff in, and you should be away with the same thing. So you don't have to go and buy the kit on my Patreon. But I would prefer you obviously to support me and buy it from my Patreon, or just subscribe to my Patreon and then it's for free. All my Patreon stuff is for free. There's a whole shop full of listed things as well as a lot of other things. The whole Giants Editor map making course, if you're interested in map making, all of that is for free in my Patreon. So you can get it all there. In my shop as well as in my posts is all the links for everything. So anyway, without further ado, a lot of jaw flapping. So let's get this out of the way and show you the branding kit. Here it is. So first of all, just going to show you this instructional XML, which is just a text file. You can open this with any XML. It will open in Microsoft Edge if your Windows doesn't have an XML viewer, which Microsoft Edge is, so it will open there if you don't have a viewer installed. But if you have Notepad++, wonderful, it will open it for you and you can view it. So this is basically just instructions of how to do the branding. And I've made it easy for you just to copy and paste the stuff over. That's for the guys that wants to get it off my Patreon. Otherwise, you just have to type all of this into your two files, the mod disk as well as your mods XML file. That's a quick instruction. So let us do it physically so I can show you the whole process. So first of all, we need a candidate. Let's find a candidate for that. I think in my mods backup folder, which is this one, I've actually eyed this beforehand just to sort of prepare a bit for the video. Made everything to make it easy. Found a thing that can work lekker. There's a Fiat tractor in here. The 1300 DT, that one there. So let's use this one. I'm going to extract it just so that we have it. Great. So now there it is, extracted, and I'm going to drag it over into my mods folder. There it is in my mods folder now. So there it is. That is a Fiat 1300 DT. You all know that little tractor. This is what it looks like. It's a 1300 small little tractor. Very handy little four-wheel drive tractor as well. Very slow, only 25 k's an hour. I suppose if you tune the mod a little bit, you can make it more. if you're up to that, All right. So first things first. Let's have a look at the XML file. The mod disk. So this is an instruction for the mod disk. Add the following sections to your mod disk. If they exist, very important. If they exist, amend the existing ones with the following data. So what you're going to do is look at all these files up to here. In other words, all of these, copy them, Control C. Now some mod disks will be a long file because they've got all kinds of stuff in it. So if your mod disk is very, how can I say, populated, then do them one section at a time. Take this section and look if there's extra source files, and then take the 110, look if there's a 110 section, take the store items, look if there's a store items, and then the brand. So if I've got a long mod disk that's full of stuff, then do it that way. Otherwise, in this case, I'm just going to copy it because I know this little tractor has got a very simple mod disk file. So let's look at the mod disk for it. There it is. Great, as you can see, there's nothing difficult on this. There's nothing fancy. I can already see there's a store item section, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the last. You see, this is the end of the mod disk. Very important. You see that little slash here? That little slash ends the mod disk file. So if you copy stuff below that, it will not, your mod will actually not even be accepted in the game. So do not copy below the mod disk section. So we want to copy just above that. So I'm going to click on the last item in my mod disk there at the end of it and hit enter a few times to make some space. You know, that's the easiest to do it. So there it is. My mod disk is still functional. The red line means that everything is okay from top to bottom and from bottom to top. So now I'm going to just Control V, paste it in there. And I'm going to run through this whole section that I've added now. You'll see that was the original store items. I'm going to just go to this store items and grab everything out of the store item. This is what I meant by amending. So I'm going to Control X to cut. And I'm going to delete this piece that's now left over here. You can't have duplicates, guys. There's a store item now and there's a store item. So if I double click here, you'll see I have two store items. And this will throw your mod out of the game. It will not work if you've got duplicates. All right, so I'm going to just make a click here at the end and hit enter a few times. Press the home button, press Control and V to paste. And now I've taken that new store categories. So this is the store items. The stuff in here brings this item into your store. So that's why the new store category we want to create is in here in the store items section. All right. Extra source files. A source file is a script. You're going to need a script to run this new store category. So it's an add store category script. We're going to have a look at that just now. Just want to quickly do all the XML work here in the store items. Then there's a 110 section. Now the 110N is your description section. So Bob's Toys is what I've called it. The name of my store item that I want to add is Bob's Toys. And then I've given you 3 languages, so you just type the name of your thing, put your own name in here and put your own names in here in the 3 languages. So I've just left it Bob's Toys to be fine. And then the last one we want to add is our brand. Our brand is Farmer Bob. The title is Farmer Bob, and then the image file is under textures brand, and the same is for here by the store category farmerbob.dds. All right, so the 2 images I've given you, they are specifically sized and specifically typed, so that you can just open them up, edit them, paste your own stuff in there, save them, and then you for away good. I'm going to show you how to do that all. All right, so from the top, let's look at, so that's the whole stuff that we've added into the mod disk. So from the top, the new store category we're going to create is a vehicle. So let's open that script so I can show you. In the branding kit, you've got 2 folders, script and textures. All you do is copy them and then go into here and paste into your mod. So then you'll have script and textures. So if you already have a script and textures folder, don't worry. It will just add the stuff in there. And if it's already the same thing in there, it will ask you to overwrite and you just say yes. All right, so that will all be fine. Obviously the brand, if you want to overwrite the brand, if there's already a brand in the textures, rather just rename this brand and change the name in your XML then from brand to whatever you've renamed it. Okay, so put your own name in there if you want. I'll just leave it brand, that's fine. Or you can create a new directory if you want in textures for brand, and then you're just going to have to edit here and put a brand in here as well, a new folder. All right, so that's basically the instruction there. Very simple and easy, guys. There's nothing really difficult about that. So here's your two textures, the brand texture and as well as the icon for our Farmer Bob, which will be that one for our new store category. Okay, so that's our category and the other one is your brand. Good. All right, so let's open that script. I want to quickly show you that script. Let's go back to the Fiat. In here is the add store category script. Now this script will add a new category. How the script works, it's going to find, if you look here at the local function, it's the local mod desk file. It's going to find your mod desk and it's going to add a store category from this current mod directory, mod desk XML. You see there it is. So here in the script, there's nothing you change. This script is already set up to automate. So the moment this script runs, if your mod desk runs here, it's going to call this script, where is it, your extra source file. So the moment this script runs, it's going to look at your mod desk file and it's going to find the store items as well as the new store category, and it's going to check for, in this case, a vehicle. I want to just show you here. The supported types for this script that it can run is vehicles, tools, placeable and object. That's the four things this script can handle. So if you've got a tool, if you've got a placeable, if you've got an object, object is like a little ball or a little a water can or something that's just an object, that's an object. A tool is obviously something that you can use, like a chain, no, not really a chainsaw, like a hammer or whatever a tool could be in the game. Placeables are buildings, and in vehicles obviously is trailers and trucks and tractors and that kind of stuff. All right, so that is the script in a nutshell, guys. But like I said, there's nothing for you to do in the script as long as you are calling it here from extra source files. And you'll see I've pasted that folders into my mod directory, not into a folder in the mod, right in the root where your mod desk file is. The scripts and textures go in there. Then your directory in here is already correct. There it is, scripts and textures. See, then you don't have to worry about naming them or whatever. I've already done that for you. All done. So if you are not going to my Patreon page, you're going to have to create your own folders, and you're going to have to create your own textures. Or if you do want to support me, get it from my Patreon. You can get it for as low as $1. I mean, what's $1, guys? If you want to bless me some more, just buy it from the store for $5. Then, I mean, it's not even a cup of coffee, It's so little, man. Please do consider that. It really helps me a lot. But anyways, here we go, guys. Let's carry on. All right, so that's the script, how the script operates. So what it looks for is vehicle. It will create a new vehicle type under the vehicles, and then the name. You can change this name, but do make sure that if you change the name, you change it everywhere. All right, I'm going to go through it now. So how it works, the description of that is the name that's going to appear in your store on that icon. So Bob's Toys, you'll see Bob's Toys is the 110N, and here's the 110N section, and Bob's Toys is in there. So this name, Bob's Toys, and this little piece here must be the same. So you put your name in there, and you put your name in here, and into each language description. All right, and then the icon for it will be Farmer Bob. You can change that name, Farmer Bob, to your name, and remake the DDS as I said earlier on. So in textures, you'll have the two. So let's look at the first one. The size of this is 512 by 512, and the branding is smaller. It's 256 by 128. But remember, it's a 2N. In other words, the one can be divided by the other one. So if you take 256 divided by 2, which is 2N, it will get 128. So if you type 128 times 2, it gets to 256. So it must be that size specific. All right, so very important to have it there in that way. Okay, good, man. All right, so that was the stuff that we had to do here in this section. And then the brands, if you want to change your brand name, you just change Farmer Bob if I double click Farmer Bob, you'll see that's the places where the name and the title, and then the brand, obviously, like I said earlier, you can change that name too, but you just have to come and do it here as well. Alright, so that's the end of everything we need to do in the mod desk. And then we go back to our instructions. Now go to your XML for the item or for the vehicle or for whatever you are placing into the store. And then we have brand and category. Now the category is the script. It adds the category. So Fiat FB is the script or the category, and the brand is Farmer Bob. Alright, so if we now open our little Fiat XML, are we going to come back to the textures just now, guys? Let's just first finish all the XML work. There's the Fiat XML. And then you find brand and category. And all you need to do is change that to from what you have here in the mod desk. So in my case, it will be the store category will be Fiat FB. Control C. Okay, category is Fiat FB. And no, that's the brand, sorry. Fiat FB, and the brand will be Farmer Bob brand. So you copy that, Control C, and drop it in here by brand, Control V. And there it is. That's basically all that you need to do, guys. Nothing more than that. And the last thing I'm going to show you is how to just manipulate these textures. All right, so into the textures, let's do the category one first. So here is mine. You'll see it is I think this is a DXT5, if I'm correct, for the categories, the big one. The way to find that is just minimize everything. And on my desktop, I've got a little program. If I can just make this a bit smaller like that. That's the Fiat and that texture, and I'll drop it on the, it's a DXT1, okay, for the 512, and well, this one as well. Just make sure what they are, DXT1. Okay, so both of them are DXT1 and they have mid-maps enabled. So that's good to sort of keep that in mind and know that is how it's going to go. All right, so here we are. So this is the first one, is the category icon. So what I normally do is I make a new layer for it like that. If you want to change this Farmer Bob thing, actually this is very important. If it was a DXT5, you'll do it this way, but I think you can just paste over this. So let me Control Z there. I think you can just paste over it. So take a brand, any brand that you want. So I'm going to grab just any icon that I have here just for fun, Irmo, like that, and then Control C it, come here, Control V it, keep the canvas size, always keep the canvas size, and then just grab your corners and position this however you want. Like I say, if this was DXT5, it will leave stuff here behind and do all kinds of funny things. So then you create a new layer for it. Just going to show you how to do that too. So Control Z that out. All right, like that. So you create a new layer, and then on this new layer, select it, Control V it there. All right, so it will bring it over this one, like so. So whatever you paste there, you can put over that one. It doesn't matter where you put it. You can now manipulate it around. And then I'm going to go to this layer, hide that layer, and just grab my eraser, make it bigger here, as big as you want, and then just wipe that out. Right, go back to this layer, make it visible, hit escape to make it permanent, and then what we're going to do, just keep my selection tool again, bring this one to some merge layer down, and there it is. And now you just save. Okay, so that's how simple and easy it is. You just click save, don't click file save as or anything, because it will just overwrite the existing one. And if you've changed the name there, it will overwrite the one that you've renamed, so that's basically how simple it is. So I'm just not going to save there now, just going to leave it like that. And let's go in game and test if our brand is now working. It should now show up in the store as a Farmer Bob, and then inside Farmer Bob I will have my Fiat whatever DT little tractor in there. So, oh, it's a bit loud in my ears. Let me just make that a bit smaller. Right, deselect, open there, put the fiat in there, and store deliveries. That's basically the three things I always use. Actually, this tractor is so cheap, I don't think I need more money, so I didn't really need the dev tools, but who cares, you know. Wonderful, man, wonderful. Guys, it's so nice to make another video. I tell you what, I've been hungry for making videos, but yeah, it's just been crazy at work and everything, but I've had a good week, finished a lot of work, so hopefully we can get to some more video making next week. Great, so here we are. I've just placed a thing there. Go into purchase, and there's my little icon. Can you see Bob's Toys? Farmer Bob is the little label that we've made for it, or store, what do you call it, category icon. And then if you open that up, there's your branding, Farmer Bob. Very nice. And then there's the little tractor, the 1300 DT, and I can now buy it. And if I hit the tilde key, you'll see there's no errors. If there was any errors on the branding or on that, you should actually find them right on top if you go to the top of your log. Or you can go out of the game and open the log file in the FS22 directory. That was just a map warning, the normal stuff. Here we go. So these are just warnings about my unzip mods. So you will have right below this section, you will have your errors running for your XML errors. So if there was any problem with your mod that we've set up, your mod, normally what happens is the mod desk gives you an error there on top, and then the XML normally gives you an error the moment you open it here in the store. If there's any store item problems or store worries or whatever of your mod, it will pop it up there. And that is, guys, how you make branding for yourself. Nowadays, it's so lacquer because you now have your own stuff here, and you can add all your brands in here, and they'll pop up in here in a whole list if you have it all under Farmer Bob brand, you know, or Bob's Toys rather. So that is just a way to make your own stuff and make your stuff available separate from Giant stuff. Right, I hope it's been helpful, guys, and I hope that you will support me on Patreon. Obviously, I really appreciate all you guys, and for your blessing on Patreon. For the guys who has been supporting me, you can grab this whole package for free. Just download it or open it up in the store and you will have access to it. Guys, I actually forgot. We quickly had to have a look at my Patreon. I want to show you where it is to download. So all you do is open any of my videos on YouTube. I'll just go into my video store here on my channel. Grab any of my videos, content. Let's open this one from Moz. If you open up there, I'm not going to play the video because I skipped the ad. Hi there, guys. I could have actually made some bucks here for myself. Good stuff. All right, so if you go here to more, guys, every video has got a little thing here for more. Okay, click there, and then you'll find here my website, my content, and then also Farmer Bob on Patreon is here. So you click on this little name for Patreon, open that up, and it will take you to my Patreon page, which is this one here. And then there it is. And then at the shop, you can grab it in there. There's the branding kit for $5 if you want to buy it. If you're on my Patreon for $1 a month, you can get it for free. Like I said, that's how you get to it. And then enjoy, guys. I really hope it helped you a lot. Great, man, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Do remember to like and subscribe. The subscription is very important. It helps my channel grow. And the like obviously helps the algorithm to pop my stuff up everywhere that people search. So I appreciate that all. Great, man, guys. Have a wonderful, awesome weekend or week, or whenever you watch this video, day or night. Bless you, man, and have a fantastic time. Cheers. I'll catch you on the next one.